3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Hey, it's Puff, and look, it's Steph. We're not in the same studio this time. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, I know this is the first time that you're in the new studio and I'm not, and it's very strange.
Is it that strange?
It is. I miss being there. I love our studio.
Well, we did it this way for months after coronavirus because you didn't want to be around me because you thought I had cooties.
That's true. That is true.
So, yeah, I just, whatever. Steph is away visiting family. One thing you're getting to do, we'll talk about it in a second, but I'm jealous of you. Before we get to this, though, show today brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. I, not Steph, but I am doing our thing from my thing from the American Shaman of PA Studios. Flower Fridays are here every Friday. Visit an American Shaman of PA store for a free Shaman smoke hemp cigarette. No purchase necessary. That's right. I'm saying free. Free Flower Fridays at American Shaman of PA stores. Check that out. So yeah, so you're visiting some family and you're in a little bit of a warmer climate. And how many times have you played golf down there?
So far, today will be the second, and there potentially might be a third. But as of now, 2.
Okay, so I knew this day would come, right? When I introduced you to golf a few months back, and you liked it. It was the first time around, it's just a test run, and you're like, I really think I like this game. But the more you play it, the better you get at it, the more you enjoy it, the more that it's become like a more important part of your life. You enjoy doing it.
I love it.
I knew the day would come where we wouldn't golf together. I just didn't realize it would be so soon.
You weren't ready for it, were you?
I wasn't ready to say goodbye to my golfing partner.
I know, because it's my first time golfing without you, and it's so funny because obviously you've taught me so much, and there were a few times where I'm like, I don't know if I should be using my 6-iron or my 7-iron. Like, what would Puff say if he were here?
Well, you golfed with your brother. Did he help?
Yes, Michael has been golfing for so long, and he's great. He put me to shame, just like you do. Both of you make me look bad when I golf with you. But he hasn't played with me the way you have, so he would give me suggestions, but he would say, like, I haven't really seen you play with your 7-iron or your 6-iron, so he can't give me the suggestions as much as you can because you know how I play with them.
Right. Now, did he tell you, and this is important because everyone has their own theories on golf. Everyone has their own things that work for them, things that might not work for them. Strategies.
Strategies.
Did he tell you anything that contradicted something that I've told you?
No, not at all. He mentioned a few things, and I was like, oh yeah, like Puff, I remember Puff saying that or whatever. So most of it was pretty similar.
Okay, good. Because here's the thing, like, there is right and wrong ways to do something, and then there's nuance. What works for some people doesn't work for other people. I mean, you just watch golf on TV, and a lot of the guys have different types of swings. So just because it works for Michael or me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I was curious, and I'm going to be curious no matter who you golf with, is if you're like, well, Puff told me this, and then they go, that's stupid. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right. No, there was nothing like that, luckily, because I wouldn't want my 2 golfing partners to contradict each other,
Well, I mean, he's got some catching up to do. He's not, I'm 1 and he's 2. Let's be honest here.
Wait, what do you mean? In terms of what?
In terms of golfing partner experience and importance.
Well, not importance.
And importance.
Not importance. I mean, experience. Yeah, you and I golf together a lot more.
You're gonna be golfing with me a lot more than him. So.
But that doesn't. To me, that doesn't equate to importance. I mean, he's my brother. He's like
he's your brother in life, not in golf.
But I mean, he kind of is my brother in golf now too. He's even talking about getting me just a used women's set or something to keep. So whenever I'm visiting, right, I'll have golf clubs here because you got me golf clubs that I have at home that I love, and I was really nervous here to use like different clubs. I was like, I'm gonna suck because I'm not used to them.
Sure. What did you end up using?
He has a spare set.
Fancy.
So,
okay.
I know, and it worked out okay, but I'm so short. I had to choke up like all the way.
Why don't you just take his spare set and like shorten them?
How do you what like at like Dick's or something?
Yeah, they'll change your club size and stuff.
That's not a bad idea actually. But he has friends that come down that use it sometimes, so it's like
yeah. And if I ever go to visit your brother, like him and I have been talking about, then yeah.
Right, you got to be prepared.
Let me ask you this question: were you apprehensive to say that I was partner one? Is he in the room?
He's not.
Okay, I didn't know if like you want to say anything bad in front of him. All right. No, that was fun. I hope you're having fun playing golf without me.
Thank you.
I knew this day would come. I'm just glad it's with your brother and not some like dude who hit you up on the internet.
Would you be bothered by that?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I'm glad it's somewhere where I can't drive there, because if it was like some dude from the internet who like lives here in Central PA, and I'm like, oh wow, thanks for the invite. Whew, okay. So.
Then you'd be bothered. It makes sense.
I would be bothered, especially if I had like free time. Oh, thanks for the invite. I'm just the one who got you into the game. That's all.
So I should never golf without you in Central PA.
Without asking.
Right.
If I can. That's fine. I hope you enjoy the clubs I got you. Let's do some judging of other people. Study published in Frontiers in Psychology, one of my favorite magazines. Researchers have found that children think the uglier you are, the less trustworthy you are. So children find ugly people untrustworthy.
No way.
Yeah. They say their trustworthiness is linked to how attractive kids find people. 8, 10, 12-year-old in the study compared a group of adults. They use face generation program to produce 200 images of male faces, all with neutral expressions and a direct gaze. So basically just like this. Right into the front of it, no smiling, just the neutral look. And basically, you gauge someone's attractiveness by how symmetrical their face is. So the people with the more symmetrical face, the children were like, oh, I trust them. But the person whose like eyes were uneven and their nose was all crooked and their ears stuck out or whatever, children were like, no way, stranger danger.
This goes back to something you always say about how like we base so much off of attractiveness.
Yes, Steph, we do. And I know that as someone who's been judged for his looks for years. So I know what it's like. And that's why kids apparently run from me.
They do not. You're good with kids.
Because I'm ugly.
Stop
oh my
it.
God.
You are not.
Mom, help! The monster's gotten out from under my bed and he's chasing me.
Maybe that's part of it because they grow up watching like Disney movies and all these movies where like the main characters are like beautiful and like perfectly fit and skinny. So like those are the people they look up to. Like look at like Elsa and Anna from Frozen. They're like beautiful and skinny, But then like the bad guys are like always unattractive. So they don't trust them. I bet that's what it is. It links back to Disney.
Well, like who's a bad person in Disney? Just name someone.
Ursula.
All right. So Ursula, that's the Little Mermaid, right?
Yes. Good job.
She's like fat. Like, hey kids, don't trust fat people. They're going to eat you.
Right. I mean, and then in comparison, the good character, look at Ariel. She's skinny. She's beautiful. She's a mermaid.
She's so perfect. She just needs to change herself for a man. That's what she needs to do. She needs to change herself. Ariel, you're not good the way you are. You need to change yourself. What was the sailor's name? Was it like Eric or something?
Eric. Puff, you know the Little Mermaid. I'm very impressed.
I don't know why. You know how I retain weird bits of information? Like, that's one of the weird things that, like, I think maybe I watched a YouTube video on how, like, Little Mermaid was bad for little girls or whatever.
You watch The Little Mermaid in your free time, don't you?
I mean,
I'm on to you.
I have Disney Plus, so it's like
I don't blame you.
It's like The Mandalorian every Friday and The Little Mermaid every Saturday.
Hey, I love it. I support that.
Would you trust Ursula, that fat sea cow?
I seriously feel like that's what it all goes back to. If you think of like all the villains from Disney movies, they're usually just not attractive. They're scary looking.
Ursula's a manatee, big fat thing. Okay, all right. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, it is Misconnection Monday.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
It doesn't matter if Steph's away. We're still doing Misconnection every single Monday. Steph, Misconnection Monday. One of our favorite things to do, we scour the pages of Craigslist to help Central Pennsylvania find that special someone, or let them know that someone is creeping on them hardcore, probably ready to slide into some DMs. Misconnection Monday begins right now. Let's go.
All right, first up, this one is called Pet Store.
Oh, no wonder you picked it.
I know, right? It actually doesn't talk about dogs, though. You assisted me with getting some plants and a fish. You were funny and easy to chat with. I would love to have coffee or dinner. Not sure if you're into guys or not. P.S. Your name starts with a J, and you have a bracelet made out of fishing rods.
So wait. Old fishing rods that they bend?
Honestly, that's part of the reason I picked this one, because I was like, what does a bracelet made out of fishing rods look like? I was intrigued.
Here's the good news. This definitely narrows it down. I have never in my life met someone with a fishing rod bracelet. Therefore, I mean, it can't be that hard to find this person, right?
Exactly. Right away, it narrows it down. I mean, he doesn't even say what color shirt he was wearing, what color hair he has.
Right.
He just names the bracelet.
Right.
And that's it.
Right. And his name starts with J, we think. So, like, Josh with the fishing line bracelet, there is a dude looking for you if you're into that.
It's got to be Josh, Jeremy, or Jared. That's what I'm feeling.
John.
Or John. True.
Or even Jose.
That's true. There's so many options.
Yes. Girl in Kohl's, Black Friday. You were in Kohl's on Black Friday. Blonde hair and nose piercing. You said you were looking for a gift for your son. We talked briefly. I couldn't take my eyes off of you. If you'd like to talk more, send an email and tell me how old you said your son was, because I know all about your son.
That's really creepy. I was wondering if we were going to have any Black Friday misconnections, but I thought it might be different this year because of COVID.
No, from what I didn't go out, but from what I understand, the stores were packed.
People still went out. I figured.
Whatever, COVID, I need my deals.
Hey, you still got to save money, right?
That was me pantomiming grabbing deals.
I could tell. I
Okay,
see what you're doing there.
Okay.
Woman in Giant. This is a long shot, but we chatted, and you are absolutely wonderful. Send over your photo so I can check to see if you were the one. So now I'm sure this guy's inbox is going to be flooded with pictures, right?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he's talking about me. I'm going to send a photo right away. Send. I wonder if he'd like multiple angles. Send.
Right, and this one was so vague. It just says woman in Giant. There's no date. There's no like location of the giant. So if you are a woman and you have been to a giant within like the last week or so, go ahead and send this guy your picture. Take a shot. Maybe you'll be the one.
And time for my favorite one. Monday, Panera Bread, Camp Hill. You walked past me and I nodded. I could see by your eyes that you smiled. You have gorgeous, long, straight blonde hair and beautiful eyes. You were with a friend, so I didn't want to bother you. But when I left, I saw you getting into your car. You drive a Mazda. Tell me the color of your car and what you were wearing for a jacket today so I know that it's you. If you decide to respond, that would be great. Here we go. I don't care if you're attached. I would just love to buy you lunch or a drink after work. Stay healthy, too.
Oh, that's a nice little note to add on the end, isn't it?
Stay healthy. Stay healthy. I don't care if you're in a relationship as long as you stay healthy.
Right. I don't want to get COVID from you. You can be married. I don't care, but just don't have COVID because I'm not trying to get it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Whatever. That was your Misconnection Monday. Steph, I wanted to tell you, I told everyone a couple weeks ago that I have a job during the holiday season working for UPS. It is what it is. It's a job, honestly, where every day is the same. I'm delivering pretty much to the same places, the same times. It's going to get busier here very, very soon. Probably this week, actually. I'm going to start working a lot more hours. Don't really like the job, but it's money for the holiday season, and it keeps me busy, I suppose. But I think about you all the time.
Me?
Yeah, and let me explain. They're very big, and I get it, on safety there. So we have almost daily safety meetings talking about making sure we're doing the right things, making sure that we're lifting packages properly, making sure that we're not overstressing ourselves and we're driving safe and wearing our seatbelt and all that stuff. And I totally understand. However, I would say 90%, if not more, of our safety meetings include notes about dogs.
Nuh-uh. This sounds like my kind of job then, yeah?
No. You would hate it. And this is why I think of you. Because they'll get through all the stuff they tell us to do, and then they'll be like, just a quick note, again, about dogs. Remember, everyone, dogs aren't your friend.
No, they do not.
I swear.
No!
I swear to God they say it. And every single time they do, you're in my head going, oh, that's ridiculous.
How could you? All dogs are your friend.
Every single time they say it, I automatically go to you. And how, like, you would just make this, you would make, like, this disgusted sound if you were in the meeting with me. Be like, how dare you? Like, this is, maybe you're just not talking to the dog properly. And that's why it bit you. They told this story. We carry around these big things that, like, we can scan packages with and mark them off. It's our list of deliveries we have to do. It's called a dyad, right? Well, I guess the dyads used to be as big as like a notebook or like one of your planners. Okay, that's how big, and they were heavy. They were like 5 pounds. Well, they told a story yesterday about how this driver years ago was attacked by a little like Shih Tzu dog or something, and like swatted it away with the dyad and killed it.
Stop.
And I was like sitting there in the meeting going, "Oh my God!" Like, and they're like, "It was either him or the dog." I was like, "It was a little dog. What are you gonna do? What?"
You're okay. Why would you tell me that story? Because now my stomach hurts and I feel sick and sad.
It was years ago. It was like 10 plus years ago.
Okay, well that guy should be fired.
I don't know if he was or wasn't. I didn't talk about that.
Well, he should be. Really? Like, it's a little dog. It's him or the dog, yes, because a dog bite is just going to take his life.
Well, I've run into some big ones so far. I definitely ran into a Burmese mountain dog.
They're my favorite. Yes, I love them.
And it was in like an apartment. I was like, "You're allowed to have this dog in here?" It's like we accept all dogs and horses. That's basically what it was. What a couple golden doodles. I'm trying to think of the bigger ones.
No, they're the best.
A lot of the ones I've seen are smaller dogs. But yeah.
Wait, so you're not allowed to like love them or pet them or give them treats?
You know, they talked about how when you do a route for X amount of like months or even years, you get to know certain people in certain houses on your route. And if there's a friendly dog, a lot of drivers will actually have a box of dog biscuits or something, and and the dogs get excited to see that because they know that they're going to get a treat and all that stuff. But when you're delivering to a place for the first time and you don't know the dogs, they do like whole safety programs on how to deal with dogs. And like every single one starts out with, "Dogs are not your friend. Do not try to pet dogs." And you are just in the back of my mind being like, "This is a bunch of BS, Puff. Don't listen to them. Dogs are your friend." Like you are in my mind all the time during these meetings.
Good. I'm so glad. And listen, on your last day there, will you please let your inner Steph come out and will you just say something at the meeting? Like, "How dare you?" That's not true.
No, probably not.
But like,
how little do you guys know that during this whole time I was petting every dog I came across.
Well, what? I mean, would you get in trouble if they found out you were doing that?
Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea.
Well, I think that I would not last at this job very long. I'd be fired on like day one because they'd get word that I petted all the dogs.
You definitely would. I don't think you'd be able to keep your mouth shut during a meeting.
No,
because not that you are controversial or not that you are confrontational, because you're not. The one thing you do have, though, like anybody, is you have these subconscious, unconscious little noises that you make if you disagree with something without even thinking about it. Dogs aren't your friend. There's Steph in the back room. And like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. Jerks. Dogs."
That's a toxic work environment, Puff. You got to get out of there. I don't like it.
Only doing it through Christmas. Don't worry.
Good.
And I have yet to hit a dog with my electronic device yet.
You better not.
No. I just want to let you know I think about you all the time with that. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This seems wrong.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Steph, I've noticed, and I haven't mentioned it yet because I was waiting for this, but I notice that in the background, you have a Christmas tree.
Yes. Yes. We put it up the other night, and my brother said, I'm glad you're here so you can decorate the tree so I don't have to. And I was like, okay, twist my arm. And it was so fun.
Colorful. It's changing colors. It's a very nice tree. Good job.
Thank you. I wanted to have it in the background for some nice ambiance.
What if I told you that, like, let's say you came over to my house and I had a beautiful Christmas tree up, and you went, wow, Puff, that's a really nice tree. And I said to you, thanks, I went into a national forest and cut it down. How would you feel about that?
Because I love Christmas, I would be torn on appreciating your Christmas spirit, but also like breaking the law, right?
Right. You would think that that's against the law, but what if I told you it's not? People can purchase Christmas tree permits through like a government permit program, which allows them to go into national forests and chop down their own trees.
What?
Yeah.
See, I just assumed that would be illegal.
So did I until I read this. The permits help maintain the forest's overall health by thinning out the densely populated stands of small diameter trees. Not only is the practice environmentally conscious, but the trees are also affordable. I didn't know this thing existed. If I went to someone's house, they'd be like, wow, that's a nice tree. They're like, thanks, I got it in a national forest. I'd be like, all right, I don't know if that's something to brag about. And I would think exactly like you did.
Right.
That's the law you chose to break? Like, of all the laws you could have broken, it was, I went into a national forest and chopped down a tree. That'll teach the government.
Right. That's the one you picked, really?
But apparently you can go get permits.
Wow. No, I didn't know that. And how much do they cost? Does it say?
I have no idea. No idea, but they say it's affordable. So my question is, just like any other place where you go and chop down a tree, do you have to like drag it back? Is there something is there like a big cart that you can put it on? Like my buddy and his family, not this year because of COVID, but pretty much every other year, they go out to a place that's like, they just own a lot of land and you can go and chop down a Christmas tree.
Right.
But how do you get it back? Like in national forest, there's not roads everywhere.
Right. Well, this reminds me of Christmas Vacation when they go out into like the middle of nowhere. And I remember watching that and thinking, is this legal? And they forget to take a saw, so they have to like pull the roots out of the ground. But I always wondered, how did they get that back to their car?
It's a good question.
How does that work?
We call that a plot hole, is what we do. All right, let's stump Steph. This one's kind of funny. About 35% of Americans cannot do this. I want to say I can do this, but I'm not saying it with a lot of confidence.
Is it something that an adult should be able to do, like in theory?
I would hope so. I would hope that you should be able to do it. I should be able to do it, but only 35% of 35% of Americans can't do it. So 65% can. It's not a huge number.
Is it something you're like physically doing?
No. Nope. It's about knowledge.
Does it have to do with math?
Nope.
What about like grammar and English?
Nope.
Something you can do. Does it have to do with speaking?
Nope. It's not physical in any way.
Something you can do. Does it have to do with like your memory?
No. 35% of Americans cannot do this.
So it's not like remembering something.
Correct. Well, I mean, memory's involved, but it's not like a memorization test. Let me give you a hint here.
I know. I need a hint. I don't even know what question to ask.
No, that's fine. This is a tough one. I just found it interesting. A lot of times I pick these because I find them interesting and I don't even really think about what it's going to be like to ask you questions about them. That's on me. Americans is a key word. Americans should be able to do this, but we don't.
Recite the words to the national anthem.
That's close.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
No, that's close.
My country 'tis of thee.
No, it's not a song. Americans should be able to do this, but they don't. And how do I give you a hint without giving this away?
Naming all the presidents?
Nope, it's bad when non-Americans do better.
So it has to do with American history, maybe?
It can. That's part of it.
Is it like a date of something?
Nope.
Or like
it's multiple things.
So it's not presidents, not the national, but it's something American.
All of that might be in this. Might be part of this.
So it has to do with history?
Not necessarily. It has to do with America, though.
Draw the American flag accurately.
No. It's a weird one.
I'm trying to think of something else that Americans should be able to do.
Yeah, this is tough. I wasn't thinking about how tough this one might be.
That's okay. No, it's a good challenge. But I'm sure some people are thinking of it right now and they're screaming at me.
Americans should be able to do this, but we don't. And then other people come in and they're better at it than we are.
Is it like an American tradition, like hot dogs, baseball?
Nope. Think about closer to your Pledge of Allegiance, your Star Spangled Banner. They know things about America, and they have to know things about America.
Oh, speaking English.
No. Oh, I thought you got it. Shoot, this is tough.
So, is it something that I know? Do you think?
I don't know. I'm curious. We should do this on the show. We should find out if we know this. If we can.
Seeing if you can name all the 50 states.
No. It is a test.
Oh, it's like a history test?
No.
Geography?
No. All right, we gotta go. We gotta move on.
I don't know. This is hard.
35% of Americans cannot pass a citizenship test.
Oh, okay. All right, that's specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think you could?
I would like to think so. I hope.
Okay, well, one of these shows coming up, we should probably try to do that. All right, let's try to bang this one out real quick. 72% of us don't know this person's first and last name. This person, someone who's in our life, but we don't know their
Somebody in relation to
us. Say that one more time.
Is it like somebody that we're related, like someone in relation to us?
No, we're not related to them.
Like you don't know your grandma's first and last name?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Someone. Is it like a famous figure?
Nope.
Someone in your life that you should know?
Possibly close to you in terms of like where you are. Not necessarily close to you like my brother's close to me, but close to you in geographical sense.
Your neighbor.
Yeah. First and last name. Gotta be honest, I don't know the first and last name of a couple of my neighbors.
I didn't think you knew them.
Yeah. No idea. I think they're nice people. Don't have a problem with them. Just don't know their name. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. If my neighbors are watching, I'm sorry. And you know what? Maybe introduce yourself and stop being rude. All right. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.